Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ramad. First time you are stopping by, you are welcome. And first subscriber, thank you guys for coming back to watch my videos. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys step by step on how to draft your own perfect athlete corset blouse, and also teach you guys how to draft your own bra cup from scratch for any sizes. So something that interested in, definitely keep on watching. So guys, without wasting much of our time, let's run into this tutorial. So guys, from the edge of my pattern, I'm going to come down by 1 inches, which is going to be my starting line and also the shoulder line. After I'm done marking it, I'm going to roll out a vertical line. So from there, I'm going to come down by 10.5 inches for the bust point, 13.5 inches for the under bust line, and 16.5 inches for the waistline. So after I'm done marking out the point, I'm going to roll out a vertical line. So from the waistline, I'm going to come down by 9 inches, which is the distance between the waist to the hip line. I will also roll out a vertical line there. After that, I'm going to label my pattern, bust line, under bust, waistline, and also the hip line. So on the shoulder line, I'm going to divide my shoulder measurement by 2 inches. My shoulder is 15 divided by 2, which is 7.5 inches. After I'm done marking it, I'll also mark my neck width, which is 3.5 inches. So from the shoulder line, I'm also going to come down by 1 inches for the shoulder slope. So after I'm done marking it, I'm going to connect it to the neck width. So from there, I'm going to come down by 7.5 inches for the armhole length. To calculate the armhole length, you need to divide your bust circumferences by 6 inches plus 1.5 inches. So after I calculated my own, I have 7.5 inches. So I'm going to roll it to the center front, which is going to be my chest line, and take down my shoulder measurement, which is 7.5 inches, and connecting it to the shoulder slope. So after that, I'm going to find the midpoint on the armhole length and come in by 0.75 and come down on the chest line, divide my bust circumferences by 4. My bust is 36 divided by 4, making it 9 inches. So I'm going to mark it before I cuff out my armhole cuff. After I'm done with that, next thing to do now is to mark in the waist measurement. The actual waist measurement is 31 inches, which I'm going to remove 2 inches for the waist snatching. You can decide whatever inches you wanted to remove for your waist snatching. So I'm removing 2 inches out of mine, which remain 29 inches. So that 29, I'm going to divide it by 4, which I have 7.25, also known as 7.25. So I'm going to mark it and come down on the hip line by divide your hip circumferences by 4. My hip is 42 divided by 4, which is 10.5 inches. So I'm going to mark it before I start connecting it together. After I'm done with that, I'm going to go up on the chest line and marking my bust span divided by 2, which is your nipple to nipple. Mine is 7 inches divided by 2, which is 3.5 inches. So I'm going to mark it on the chest line, bust line, under bust line, and also the waistline. After I'm done marking it, I'm going to connect the points together. After I'm done connecting the points together, the next thing to do now is to mark in your bust bridge. So I'll be using half inches. So I'm going to mark it on the chest line, bust line, under bust line, and also the waistline before connecting it together. After that, I'm going to go up on the shoulder line, come down by 3.5 inches for the neck depth before I connecting it to the neck width. So guys, after I'm done with that, I'm going to cut out the pattern from the hip line and use the remaining pattern to draft out a cup. So I'm going to hold the bodice aside and let's work with our cup. So this is the paper that I'll be using to draft out the cup. So the line that I'm marking there is going to be my starting line, and this is the center front. So you need to measure from your under bust line to know the length of your cup. So mine is 7 inches. After I'm done marking it, I'm going to roll out the line. After I'm done roll out the line, I'm going to label it under bust line. So let's just label this line the chest line. After that, the next thing to do now is to mark in your bust point. To do that, I'm going to take my front bodice and measure from the other bust line to the bust point, which I have 3 inches. So I'm going to mark that 3 inches from the under bust line here and also roll out the vertical line. After I'm done roll out the line, I'm going to label it my bust point. I want you guys to take note of this line that we have marked, the starting line in which you label it the chest line, the bust point, and also the under bust line. After that, from the center front, I'm going to come in by 3.5 inches, which is also known as our bust span. Your nipple to nipple divided by 2, like what we did on our front pattern. After I'm done marking it on the chest line, the bust point, and the under bust line, I'm going to connect the point together. For the cup tightening on the other bust line, I will be divide 1.5 inches on both sides of the line, which is 3/4 of an inch, also known as 0.75 on both sides. So I'll mark it on both sides of the line before I connecting it to the bust point. After I'm done connecting it to the bust point, for the side cup, I'm going to add 1 inches towards the half from the center front to this point, which is 3.5 inches. So I'm going to add 1 inches to it because we are more fuller on the side than the front. After I'm done marking it on the bust point, I will do the same thing to the under bust line and also the chest line before I connect the point together. After that, from the bust point on the center front, I'm going to come down by 1 inches. I also go up by 1 inches before I connecting it to the bust point. After I'm done connecting it to the bust point, for the size cup on the bust point line, I'm going to come down by 0.75 and also go up by 0.75, which also known as 3/4 of an inch. Take a note of this. On the center front, we come down by 1 inches and also go up by 1 inches, while on the side we use 0.75 on both sides of the bust points line before connecting it to the bust point. So I'm going to use my master ruler to connect it together. Just look at the way I place it and also make sure that it wears cuff. So I'll do the same thing to the side cup. After I'm done curving it on the center front, I'm going to come down by 1 inches, while on the side I will use ½ inches. So I'm doing this to shape my upper parts of the cup. After I'm done marking it, I'm going to connect it together to make this point. After I'm done connecting it together, this space kind of look pointing, so I'm going to use my marker to make it not that look pointing. After that, I'm going to label my pattern 1, 2, 3, and make sure that you label your pattern in such a way that you're able to recognize it when you are joining the pieces together. So guys, that is it on how to draft a Oprah cup. So you can use this method to work with any measurements you are working with. So I'm going to start cutting out the pattern now. So guys, after I'm done cutting it out, this is what it's looking like. So I'm going to transfer into another paper, put it aside, and use the sellotape to tape the cup together. So guys, after I'm done taping all the pieces together, you can see how well curved our cup is. There is also a room inside the cup to accommodate our spoon. So guys, that is it for the cup. So let's continue to our front bodies. So I'm going to place it on top of the front bodies and make sure that the bust band on the bodies and bust band on the cup is aligned together. After that, I'm going to mark out the point where the cup starts. You can see it's about ½ inches for the bust base before I use a marker to trace out the cup on the front pattern. For the upper part of the cup, I'm first of all going to use a dot to trace it out. It's kind of easy like that to trace out the upper part of the cup out before I connecting it together and also to the side. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to mark how long I want my corset length to be. So from the waistline on the center front, I'm going to come down by 6 inches. While on the side, I'll come down by 4.5 inches. So I'm going to use my hip cuff to connect the point together. The shorter the length of your corset blouse is, the comfy you are going to get when you wear it. So guys, after that, the next thing to do now is to mark the line of your boonie. You can decide to make the line straight or slanted. For mine, I'll be using a slanted line. So after I'm done marking out the line, I'm going to label the pattern 1, 2, 3, and 4. So after that, I'll also add my stitches allowance to the side, which I use 1 inches. After I'm done marking it, I'm going to use my ruler to connect the point together. So guys, that is it for the front pattern. Let's cut it out. So guys, this is what it's looking like after I'm done cutting out the pattern, and this is also the front yoke. So let's move to the back pattern. For the back pattern, I already come down by 1 inch for the edge of my pattern, which is going to be my starting line and the shoulder line. So after that, I'm going to mark my bust line, which is 10.5 inches, 16.5 inches for the waistline. After that, I'm going to come down by 9 inches, which is the distance between the waist to the hip line. So after I'm done marking out the point, I'm going to roll out the vertical and labeling my bust line, waistline, also the hip line. On the shoulder line, I'm going to mark half of my shoulder measurement, which is 7.5 inches. I also mark my neck width, which is 3.5 inches, like what we did for the front pattern. After that, I'm going to come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope before connecting it to the neck width. After that, I'm going to come down from the shoulder slope by 7.5 inches for the armhole line and then roll out a vertical line there. So I'm going to take my shoulder measurement down to the chest line, which is 7.5 inches, before connecting it to the shoulder slope. After that, I'm going to find the midpoint on the armhole line and come in by half inches, go down on the chest line and divide my bust measurement by 4, which is 9 inches. So I'm going to mark it and then cuff out my armhole cuff. After I'm done cuffing out my armhole cuff, I'm going to remove 2 inches for my waist measurement. For the waist snatching, my waist is 31 minus 2, which is 29. So that's 29. I'm going to divide it by 4, which is 7.25. I will also come down the hip line and divide my hip measurement by 4, which is 10.5 inches. So after I'm done marking it, I'm going to connect it together. After that, I'm going to mark the length of the corset. So from the waistline on the center front, I'm going to come down by 5.5 inches, while on the side I will come down by 4.5 inches. So the front pattern on the side and the back pattern on the side is the same thing, while the center front and the center back is about half inches difference. You can decide to make it the same length on the center, which it doesn't make any difference. So after I'm done with it, I'm going to connect the point together using my hip cuff. For the back yoke, I'm maintaining the chest line, so I'm just going to use my marker to trace out the line. After that, I'm going to mark my back opening. So on the chest line, I will use 2 inches. I will go down on the hip line and use 1 inches. So I'm going to connect it together as the back opening for the corset. After I'm done connecting it together, I'm going to roll out the line for the boning. So I'm rolling out 2 lines for the back pattern. After I'm done roll out the line, I'm going to label the pattern. For the back neck depth, I'm going to come down by 1 inches before connecting it to the neck width. From the back neck depth on the center front, I'm going to come down by 2 inches and then go down on the chest line. From the back opening, I'm going to come in by 2.5 inches and then use my hip ball to connect the point together. After I'm done connect the point together, I'm going to tighten it. If you don't tighten it here, after you fix your yoke and you wear it, you will notice some excess around this place. So to eliminate that excess, I'm just going to roll out the line somewhere around here to the hammer and tighten it with 2 cm, 1 cm on both sides of the line. Or you can just convert that cm to inches. I forgot to do that, so I'm going to connect it to knotting on the armhole cuff. After I'm not connecting it to knotting on the armhole cuff, I'm going to close it out and use my paper tape to tape it together. You are going to close it in such a way that it doesn't affect your armhole cuff. So guys, after I'm done closing it, this is what it's looking like. We're also done with our back pattern. Let's cut it out. So guys, after we close the excess that we took in on the back yoke, you notice that this line here is not connected together. So I'm going to use my if cut to reconnecting it together before I clean out the previous line and continue cutting out the pattern. So guys, I forgot to add the stitches allowance on the back side pattern, which I'm going to do it when I'm cutting out the pattern on the fabric. So this is what the back pattern looks like after I'm done cutting it out with the yoke. So guys, till the end of today's tutorial, if you enjoyed my video and you watched this to the end, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed and also you'll be notified whenever I post any video, you'll be notified. Don't forget to like, comment and share. See you guys in my next video. Bye.